guys, so today I'm going to be looking at short creepy stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. A father is laying in bed after just waking up. He grabs the baby monitor and walks to his desk in his office at home. He has his baby on his baby monitor and hears his wife singing to her. He cracks a smile as he hears his wife, "Go to sleep, go to sleep," when suddenly the front door opens up and his wife comes in with groceries. So, who's the other wife? So maybe he has two wives, okay? I'm just trying to make this not scary. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's always the scariest when people talk about baby monitors and like hearing noises or like whispers or like a baby crying when they don't have a baby, you know? Those are always the creepiest for me because it's like so mysterious. Like you don't know what happened, okay? You don't know what's going on. It's either you're crazy or there's a ghost. A young boy is sleeping in his bed on a usual night. He hears footsteps outside his door and peeks out of his eyes to see what is happening. His door swings open quietly to reveal a murderer carrying the corpse of his parents. After silently propping them up on a chair, he writes something on the wall in blood of the dead bodies. He then hides under the child's bed. The child is scared beyond belief. He can't read the writing on the wall and he knows the man is under his bed. Like any child, he pretends that he slept through the whole thing and hasn't awoken yet. He lays still as the bodies, quietly hearing the breaths from under his bed. An hour passes and his eyes are adjusting more and more to the darkness. He gasps. I can't say the word. I can't say gasped. Okay, that just ruined the whole thing. He gasps. He gasps when he finally makes out the sentence, "I know you're awake." He feels something shift underneath his bed. So that's what he wrote. Oh my gosh. If someone told me this story when I was a kid, I would have trouble sleeping forever. Okay, to this day, I don't think I would be able to sleep. I remember a lot of stories similar to these as a kid, but it's never like a human. It's always like a monster, or like the boogeyman, or like a boogie monster, you know? It's never like a person doing it. So the fact that it's a person makes it even scarier, you know? Like, I don't think I'll be scared of like a boogie monster or something, because you know it's not real, but if it's a human, then you're like, oh my god, it could be real, you know? So yeah. Man, the freaking word gasps, freaking ruined it. I swear, I had like another video where I couldn't say the word gasps. Or sometimes I would say it and pretend I said it correct when I well know I said it wrong. Gasps. Someone please teach me how to say this word. Mommy told me never to go in the basement, but I wanted to see what was making that noise. It kind of sounded like a puppy and I wanted to see the puppy, so I opened the basement door and tiptoed down a bit. I didn't see a puppy and then Mummy yanked me out of the basement and yelled at me. Mummy had never yelled at me before and it made me sad and I cried. Then Mummy told me never to go into the basement again and she gave me a cookie. That made me feel better, so I didn't ask her why the boy in the basement was making noises like a puppy or why he had no hands or feet. Whoa! This just gave me like goosebumps. Oh. Why your mommy like that? A man leaves his house every morning to walk to work and passes a mental hospital surrounded by a wooden fence. Every morning the patients are out in the yard and he can hear them saying in unison, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. One day he gets curious and looks through a hole in the fence. Suddenly a stick shoots out and pokes him in the eye. F, he says to himself. While walking away pissed off, he can hear the patient saying 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Oh, so every time they poke someone through the hole, they add a digit up. So like, here's the 11th person that they did it to. Oh my gosh, this just reminded me of another ghost story that my brother used to tell me every night as a kid, and it scarred me for life, and I hated clowns from then on. Like, he would tell me about this clown or something, and the clown would eat the kids, and every time he eats a kid, the number on his hands would like go up. So like, if he eats a kid, it would be like 8 or something, you know? And if he eats a 9th kid, it would be like 9. And that scarred me for life. Like, I'm still kind of scared of that. Like, oh my gosh, as a kid, I hated clowns. I still don't know where that story was from. Like, people know about it, but like, I don't know where it came from, you know? But man, those were the days where you stay up at night and you go under the blankets and you tell ghost stories. Those were the days. But yeah, what the heck was that story? This just reminded me of that. Oh. Save me. When I was a child, my family moved to a big old 2-floor house with big empty rooms and creaking floorboards. Both my parents worked, so I was often alone when I came home from school. One early evening when I came home, the house was still dark. I called out, "Mum," and heard her sing-song voice say, "Yes," from upstairs. I called her again as I climbed the stairs to see which room she was in, and again got the same "Yes" reply. Wait, how do I make that more creepy? Yes. Okay, never mind. We were decorating at the time, and I didn't know my way around the maze of rooms, but she was in one of the far ones, right down the hall. I felt uneasy, but I figured that was only natural, so I rushed forward to see my mum, knowing that her presence would calm my fears, as mother's presence always does. Just as I reached for the handle of the door to let myself into the room, I heard the front door downstairs open and my mother call, "Sweetie, are you home?" in a cheery voice. I jumped back startled and ran down the stairs to her, but as I glanced back from the top of the stairs, the door to the room slowly opened a crack. For a brief moment, I saw something strange in there, and I didn't know what it was, but it was staring at me. That was a close call. Imagine if the mum didn't come home in time. What would have happened? What if the mum in the front door was a fake mum, and the mum up there was the real one, and she was tied up or something? I don't know, okay? I'm just trying to add some plot twists, alright? Okay, that is pretty creepy though. I check into a small hotel a few kilometers from Kyiv. It is late. I am tired. I tell woman at desk I want a room. She tells me room number and give key. But one more thing, comrade. There is one room without number and always locked. Don't even peek in there. I take key and go to room to sleep. Night comes and I hear trickling of water. It comes from the room across. I cannot sleep, so I open door. It is coming from the room with no number. I pound on door. No response. I look in keyhole. I see nothing except red. Water still trickling. By the way, who is in that room? She looked at me and began to tell a story. There was woman in there, murdered by her husband. Skin all white, except her eyes, which were red. It was the eyes that was staring at him. I see nothing except red. They looked in the keyhole and they saw nothing but red. So the lady was staring back. Oh my gosh, I cannot sleep tonight. A woman survivalist and trained outdoors guide who loves to go solo camping returns home after 2 weeks of being in the bush and not seeing a single soul. Develops a disposable camera film to find a roll of film with numerous pictures of her sleeping at night on different nights. She has never gone camping or hiking since. So someone's been taking pictures of her using her camera. Wow, what a thief. No, seriously, that's creepy. These stories are always the creepiest when it's like you take a picture and then suddenly you see something that wasn't there when you took the picture. Or like you see a person staring back at you or something. Those are always the creepiest. There was a story about how a guy was driving through the mountains, ex-army, and came across a crash. The car wasn't damaged at all and almost deliberately placed in the middle of the road. He drove past and saw 2 people lying in the road. He pulls up in front of the crash and then looks back to see the people sat up and 20 or so eyes reflecting in his tail lights from the surrounding bushes. He slams on the gas and goes. This story scares me because this kind of thing does happen with mountain tribes who are either cannibalistic or crazy. Wait, these are real stories? Wait, I don't know if these are real or fake, okay? I hope they're fake. Oh my god. Hey. This is me. I'm here. I'm shifting the words that you are reading, altering them from whatever this person wrote. I've been here for a while, for as long as you can remember. Anyway, sometimes I say your name as you're falling asleep, or whisper urgently in your ear. Do you remember that time I screamed, throwing panic through you and setting your heart racing? That was fun. You're wondering who I am. That's only natural. Of course, you already know. I'm you. I'm the real you. I'm the mind that existed here before you stole my body, before you forgot about being a parasite. I'm the child who looked the wrong way, asked the wrong question, saw the wrong thing. But I'm not so little anymore. You may have forgotten me, but I'm still here. I've always been here. I'm going to get out. Stay in here, okay? What the heck is this? Well, they always say you are your worst enemy, okay? Oh my gosh. So I guess basically to sum it all up, we're just basically scaring ourselves. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.